Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. Good morning, Sue, Carm, Keely. Yay! The lawn people are here, so it's going to be a little bit loud in the background, but we've weathered worse before, haven't we? Good morning, Valerie. So I was going to do some card creating today, and then you know what? I just wasn't feeling it. So we're gonna work in our art journal a little bit more, but kind of in a different way. One thing we're gonna do is I've been promising that we're gonna create ties for our art journal, and I haven't done that, so let's do that right away. If you're brand new here, if you would follow and like Corbiere-Scott Designs, I would greatly appreciate that on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And then ask to join our private Facebook group, Let's Get Artsy with Corbiere-Scott. There's all kinds of fun stuff going on in there. It's most especially the greatest group of artsy friends you'll ever meet. Okay, so here's our art journal, and we're going to I'm going to hot glue some ribbon here on the inside of the front cover and the inside of the back cover, and then so I can tie it. So I have two ribbons that I've narrowed it down to, because don't we all have scads of ribbon? Okay, so I have this ribbon that I just love because of its vintage vibe. I just love that grosgrain. So pretty, isn't it? But I have this ribbon that I got at this cool shop in Texas, in Waco, Texas, called Paper Crown. And I'm just really feeling it. So I think I'm going to use this one. What do you think? I don't know. Okay, so I've been heating up my hot glue gun, so I'm just going to put a bunch of glue down so it's held nice and sturdy. And I'm going to sorry about that, smush that down. And then I'll snip it about there. I want to let that dry before I do the back one, because I don't want my well, right here, that's about right, I think. I'm sure there are some of you, Keely, who would measure, but not I. Not I, not I. So now I'm going to stick this one back down on the back side. Make sure my roses are going in the right direction. And I'm feeling like that. Wrong with that. Right there. See, I knew that was going to happen. I know, it's so pretty, isn't it? Good morning, Phyllis. I'm just digging that. I'm digging this ribbon. I'm just always on the lookout for something unusual, aren't you? So, there we go. So I'll snip right about there. So look, I still have a nice chunk of it. And then look, now I can tie my art journal closed when the pages get too full and wrinkly and all of that. Stop! Look at how cute it is. Oh, that makes me so happy. So I hope you'll do that. So let's see, a couple of things. I finally finished this page. I knew I wanted my my white circles in the background to just kind of fade out, and so I feel like I'm pretty much there. I have like a couple of transition-y spots I want to kind of smooth out a little bit, but So remember, this was one of those scribble backgrounds, and then I drew some flowers, and I colored my background in brown because, and this sticker was my whole, remember, this sticker just happened to match the colors I chose, totally unrelated, but I wanted this to kind of be the focal point of the whole layout. I glued our project from Tuesday, our artist study of Grant Wood, down onto a page within my art journal. Good morning, Tam. And I wanted to talk a little bit about what I did here. So I had painted and started my mark making during class. And then after class, I couldn't stop. I just kept going. So I knew I wanted to letter my background, my quote, to really be in keeping with the whole vibe of my piece, right? So I did kind of a swoopy lettering there. And then, good morning, Aunt Mer. How was your birthday? And then I went back with my colored pencils, and I just deepened the color with each colored pencil. Good morning, Ruth. Around each line of the line work of American Gothic. And so I felt like that kind of helped them pop a little bit. And then I did the same thing with my transitions from one color to the next. I just colored with my colored pencils. Just wanted to tell you that's like just a little something that you can do to add to your creations. I don't think I have anything else newish in here. Well, this is something that we're going to be working on in the future. So when you have that extra bit of paint, right? Do something like paint a bunch of circles and then just leave it. And then someday you're going to come in there and you're going to go around each circle with a Sharpie and then just leave it. Because then eventually we'll make something out of it. Oh, this is the background that I created in our newsletter, where I had some extra pink paint, and so I just painted a page, and then then I just splatter painted with the extra. Good morning, Sharon. Oh, Aunt Mara, I'm so glad to hear your birthday was great. Oh, here, I did it again. I had some extra bits and pieces of colors, and then it bled onto this page, and so I used some I had painted with the orange, and I didn't love it so much, so then I just painted over it with the pink. So little bits of that orange are kind of peeking through, kind of a salmon-y color. So just know that that's another start, right? But I've been so inspired by everyone's covers. Everyone's covers are so cool that I thought I want to jazz up my cover too. I took one of my Let's Get Artsy stickers and stuck it in the middle of the 20, the 0 of the 20. So if you've gotten one of those stickers in the mail from me, stick it on your cover. Okay, so now here's the two pieces that I've been seeing everybody using on their cover. The Anne-Marie art printable and the art printable from the very first Inspire Your Heart with Art class. So you can only get this art printable in the Inspire Your Heart with Art class. It's the very first one. So you should take that class because we did all kinds of cool art in that class. So I believe that was $15. You get this art printable plus 3 months of artsy goodness, 3 months of art journaling fun. So I'm going to use some of these pieces. I'm going to snip them out and then paint them and add them to my cover. So that's what I kind of feel like working on this morning. I hope that you have some pieces that maybe you want to add to the cover of your art printable or your art journal. So I'm going to, I really want to use this, you gotta have art. That, that phrase came from the Detroit library system had a commercial that played during the 70s, and they had a parody to You Gotta Have Heart, which was You Gotta Have Art, and that, it's still in my mind so vividly. I remember watching those commercials, and wait just a second, I gotta unplug my glue gun, because you know. Okay, so anyway, hey Rosanna, how are you? Hi Carol, Sharon, good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, so I'm gonna just start painting pieces to include on my art journal cover and back cover. So I just got everything started with some water. Thought I had a number 4. That's kind of my paintbrush of choice. There we go. I don't know why. It just is. So I know that I want to have this, You Gotta Have Art, because that's such a part of my art journey. And I just thought this paintbrush would be cool on there. Did everybody see Laura's art journal? Which she, oh my gosh, so brilliant with the paintbrushes. Carmen just showed me hers the other day, and it's gorgeous too. She used this flower from this art printable, the word art, this palette. I don't remember what else she used. But anyway, Laura used these paintbrushes from the Anne Marie art printable. I love this Peace, Love, Art. I thought I could include that on there. And then this You Gotta Have Art with the paintbrush crossing the T. I'm feeling like I want to just do something with that. So I just thought, let's just paint this morning. I'm just kind of feeling, I don't know. Just kind of feeling that this morning. So, you know I want to paint my, the end of my brush pink, my bristles pink, because I'm just digging it. And look at that beautiful, brilliant pink. Did anybody seal their art journal cover, or are you still working on yours? Did you use this one, You Gotta Have Art? Yay! Great minds think alike, Carm. Oh, Rosanna. Well, there's nothing like camping laundry, is there? Holy smokes. Well, I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're back. Let's do green, because green and pink are a little bit opposite on the color wheel, so they're quite harmonious. I think it's going to be, you know what, here's the thing, Nancy. I think, I think that, it can be a work in progress, right? I haven't sealed mine either, and now I'm so glad I haven't, because I just want to keep adding to it, you know? There we go. this I think I want to do a little silver something. So I'll get the big palette out. And I have this really nice silver right there. Oh, look, my fingers touched right there, honestly. And now I just touched it with a wet brush. Oh well. We'll come back and fix that. But let's take some silver and do right here. I think that'll be pretty. Okay, that's gotta sit and dry. Let's see, what was the other one that I said I wanted to include? Oh, I think I really want to do the palette. Carmen did that. So I have one here cut out. I'm feeling like let's do the rainbow right here, and then we could do the background, whatever we want. Did I use black acrylic paint for my cover? Is that what you're asking, Nancy? I did use black matte acrylic paint. Yeah, I use black matte acrylic paint. Hi, Diana. Good morning. We're just working in our art journals today. Well, we're working on our covers. We're adding some artwork. Good morning, Jan. How are you? Everybody take a drink. Okay, so let's... I have a couple things I wanted to share with you. Oh, number one, remember I showed you Jeff's Valentine the other day? I have a few of the hearts left over. So I thought, I'm going to include those somewhere. Because shut up, look how cute they are. I don't exactly know where, but I'll find a spot. So just always be on the lookout. Oh, Jan, you do make me giggle. Just start to save little bits and pieces of fodder. And we're going to be creating some fodder to use inside of our art journal in the future. So let's start with red. I just like any little reminders of all the beautiful colors. Red, orange. And this orange is not a true orange, but it's what's in my palette right here, so. Yellow. Good morning, Lena. Green. So if you want this artwork, you need to purchase the first Inspire Your Heart with Art class. And then once you purchase it, I will pop you into that group. Well, I'll send you a link to join that group, and then you're in like Flynn. Where was I? Oh, I'm gonna do this blue. Just because I like it. Then I want to use this aquamarine. Okay, so then I have this color that's kind of the indigo color. So hey, with our Apple, remember we have 3 months of free of Apple? We started watching the morning show. Oh my gosh! It's so good. It's so good. But it's kind of like any of those shows when, you know, like when you watch a medical drama, you think, oh my gosh, is that what hospitals are really like? Is everybody sleeping with everybody? And it's holy tamale. It's kind of like that about news shows. And it has lots of Matt Lauer kind of vibes, I felt. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry because that's kind of got it's got a lot of colors that I don't want to bleed. Let's see if this one's, nope, that one's not dry either. So let's paint a third piece. I don't even know where I'm gonna put them on my cover. I just like them. Okay, so I have this stamp and I really dig that. And then I wanted to share with you that there's some cool ways to enhance what you've painted. Because, you know, we can't stop ourselves, right? Inspire Your Heart 1, Jan. It's Inspire Your Heart 1 is the one that I did the printable for. So let's see. Well, I think we should go pink. Because why not? So get some over here on the palette. Do a watery wash. Oh, isn't it, Keely? Holy smokes. I was telling Jeff, I go, you know what's just crazy about that is he still like completely like claims his innocence and don't think that he's done any kind of self-reflection. That's for sure. I listened to a podcast. Diana, this one I'm printing these on watercolor paper because they're going on my cover. So it can handle something sturdy. But if I was putting it inside of my art journal, I would probably use just copy paper, because copy paper on notebook paper, those are both the same weight, so they're going to play well together. When you put, we did do some, let me move these wet pieces and show you. We did do a page or two where we added, here we go, things that were printed on watercolor paper. So this was printed on watercolor paper. These were on watercolor paper. Same here. And it's okay. Number one, you just need to make sure that you glue all of your edges down so that it doesn't lift. It just plays better together if you use, let me find my, oops, where's my, there we go. This one, where I did copy paper on top of my notebook paper. Do you see that? It just plays better together. But it doesn't matter. You can make anything work. It's kind of like if you only have Crayola watercolors, you're going to learn to make that work by getting to know your materials, right? Getting to know your substrates and getting to know your mediums. No matter what you have, if all you have is copy paper and Crayola watercolors, you're going to be an expert in those, because the way to become an expert in those is by practice, by just using it. Oh, I need to add a little bit more water, or I need to pull back on my water, or I need to, it's going to get super wrinkly, so I need to paint what I want to paint and then put it between two books so it flattens itself out, or iron it, or whatever you want to do to get the result that you want. It's possible. It's possible to get the result that you want. You're just going to have to work on it. Just work a little harder at it. So my printer, let's see, Diana, what else, what did you ask? So 99% of the time I print on watercolor paper. It's super thin, and it's in my Amazon Anne's Artsy Arsenal portion of my website. My copier is a laser printer that my husband got on OfferUp for like $30. So you don't have to spend scads of money. But you can use an inkjet printer. Lots and lots of people do. You just have to make adjustments. So you need to print it on your inkjet printer, then heat set it. Then I let it, if I print on an inkjet printer, I heat set it with either my heat gun or an iron, whatever. Then I let it cure. Like, I will leave it overnight. So I give it every possible chance to not bleed for me. Okay, so this one I'm going to set aside. So I think that's probably enough bits and pieces for us to play with this morning. So this one, I think I'm going to dry with my heat gun. You know what? While I'm doing that, I'm going to dry all three. Does that help? Okay, so for the Grant Wood art piece that I did from Tuesday's class, I painted that on copy paper. And so I stuck it in this art journal, and then I stuck this art journal in between two dictionaries. So it's smushed as much as, and I left it there since Tuesday. So you just have to, work with what you have. And nobody's going to know what you have and how to make those things work like you, right? Oh, really, Keely? That's interesting. That is interesting. So you don't have to do any of those things. Fascinating. Okay. So now I want to share with you that there are lots of things that you can do to enhance your printables. So this one especially is just kind of calling out for me. So because this is on watercolor paper, I'm running my finger along the back to break those fibers, right? Because all paper is made of fibers, especially watercolor papers, right? So just gently roll it. And then I'm going to take one of my microns, and you know what? I'm feeling like, let's do some mark making on here. So I'm going to go corner to corner in each one, right? And then I don't know, maybe, what do you think about this? Just doing some line. Like that's just gonna automatically give it a little bit of dimension, a little more interest. I know, don't you love that watercolor paper, Carm? It's just so, it gives us exactly what we want. We want something that'll take lots of water, but will run through a printer, right? Well, I kind of drew it like that, Vicky. I kind of wanted it to look kind of postage stampy, but in an artsy way. You know me. There we go. Hi, Brooke. Welcome. So glad you're here. So we are working in our art journals today. But you could make these pieces for cards if you wanted. These pieces are from an art printable that was in my Inspire Your Heart with Art 1 art journaling class. And it was $15 for 3 months of art journaling, and you got an art printable. It was full of artsy doodads. Okay. I didn't use anything from the Anne Marie, but I have. So this art printable is from the Anne Marie art. This is the Anne Marie art printable, and I really want to use. You got to have art and peace heart art. So I'm gonna cut that off. Use these two, because they'll just add little bits of fun, don't you think? Okay. I'm feeling like maybe turquoisey with a peace sign. But I want it nice and watery. Yep. And I'm thinking hot pink, of course, for my heart. Hi, Nanette. How are you this morning? Hi, Carla. Welcome. Nanette, so I use, let's see. I use, the watercolor paper I use is a very thin watercolor paper, and it's listed in my Amazon Anne's Artsy Arsenal section of my website. It is 90 pound. It's thin, and it's and what I have listed there is the least expensive place I've found it. It is $13, I believe. No, $26 for 100 sheets, which is screaming. Let's see, this one, I could make it to match that. That might be cute, right? So let's do a little bit of pink right there. Okay, what did you ask, Tam? Let's see. Oh, I'm anxious to see, Tam. A little bit of green. Let's kind of water that down a little bit. There we go. So cute. Okay, so these two need to dry. These little bits. So let's slide these over here. Okay, so now I've done that, and I'm kind of digging it. Now I feel like I want to, I think I want to deepen the pink on just on the inside edge right here. Give it a little bit of dimension. So I'm going to come in with that watery pink and just start creating some dimension, right? By just doing a frame of pink around the edge. Right? And then I'm going to let that dry so that I can come back and I can do my jiggy jaggy blend, right? That's going to be super cute. Okay, let's see. Nanette, I use a laser printer, but it is a cheap one. We were just talking about if you print with an inkjet printer, there are a couple things that, well, number one, you need to test it because like Keely said, she prints with her inkjet printer and she doesn't have any issues. But other people have found that if you print with your inkjet printer, you need to heat set it. So you can heat set it either by ironing it or using your heat tool, your heat gun. And then I let mine cure. Maybe it was 4. I'll go look. I'll check that out, Keely, right after class today. Okay, so this is dry, and look, what can I do to enhance this? Well, I can certainly, where's my 005? I had it here 1 second ago. Well, I guess I'll be using this one. Okay, so I'm thinking I could do some loop-de-loops in my paintbrushes, right? I like to do these so then it looks like bristles, right? I could do something with my brush handle. Yeah, I'll check it out. I promise, Jan. I don't know. Maybe I just want to leave that. And this guy, what are we going to do? Well, the white kind of makes everything pop, doesn't it? So I'm kind of digging that. Oops. Thank you, Keely, or thank you, Tam. Thank you. That's right, that's right, that's right. Thank you. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Jan, there it is. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Susan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, let's see. Let's bring this one back. Tap, tap, tap. And I'm going to come back in with that Jiggy Jaggy blend. Right? Tam, you rock. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Diana. So I'm just doing that. Remember, I dip my brush in my water, tap off the excess water onto my paper towel, and then just come in and do that Jiggy Jaggy blend. And that's going to just create this really nice gradation. I just like to push the color gently toward the line. Do you know what I'm saying? There we go. Nice, nice gradation of color. Remember, next Tuesday will be my last, whoops, way too wet, will be my last pop-in paint party until I'm back from Puerto Rico. Although, you know what? You just never know when I might be popping up on here. But next Tuesday, we're going to be creating something. So you need 3 sheets of watercolor paper, an awl or a push pin, something cushy to put underneath it, like a cork coaster or a mouse pad, and some waxed linen thread or embroidery floss and a needle, a big needle. There we go. Oh, I'm digging that. I'm really digging that. Like, that's starting to like really kind of be exactly kind of what I wanted. Now I think I'm going to start fussy cutting my bits and pieces to include on my cover. I don't know. Move my paints. Let's see. I don't know where I'm going to put this guy. I wonder if I could wrap it around. Or be up and down. Yeah, they're all super easy. I promise. Most things that I create are with things that we all kind of have. I'm going to fussy cut this and see where I'm at. I like to leave a little bit of a white edge just because. Keely, did you already seal your cover? So today is the day that I'm going to the QuiltCon convention downtown. So I will have all kinds of inspiration to share with you after that. Okay. So remember to, as Julie Cameron tells us, to go on artist dates. And your artist dates, she says they need to be in nature. I think they can be wherever you dang well please. It's your artist date, right? So I think this is too long. Yeah, we'll have to wrap, which might be kind of cool, but I love a layer. Look at that layer on top of that, on top of that. Oh, I think I'm loving that. I kind of want it. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of digging that. Everybody take a drink. Let's see. I like it too, Vicky. I'm feeling like I need to, because I usually use my glue stick, you know? But this one I'm feeling like maybe I need to use my art glitter glue. I need something super strong. But I want to make sure I go all the way to the edge so I don't have any bits and pieces sticking up. And I love this glue because of that metal needle nose applicator piece on the end. It just really makes for getting into nooks and crannies really easy. All right, there you go. Okay. Lift, and here we go. You'll love it. It's so fun, Vicky. It's so fun. I can remember almost everything that I did in that class. Right? So just know, like, it can just keep growing and growing and growing. And if I send you a card in the mail, I try to send cards to people who have, well, all kinds of things. If you've purchased more than 5 art printables, if you, whatever, I try to send stickers in the mail. And so I want to share with you a cool thing that I like to do with stickers. I like to do, they call it a sticker bomb, where you just cover the whole, like some people do the cover as a sticker bomb. I want to do the whole inside and backside cover. And I collect stickers from everything, obviously. Look, this is a sticker from a bar of soap. If it's a cool sticker, I will keep it and I will figure out a way to include it in something I'm making. Oh, thanks, Jan. You know what? I just like to be surrounded by things that inspire me. Just whatever it is. So the place I ordered remember I told you, when I ordered my word of the year in the acrylic, it came with all of these punched hearts, just scattered in the packaging. I totally included one of those here. I included a canceled stamp because I thought it was pretty. I included this wax seal that Tessa created for me, because I had put down this piece of washi tape that I have that was Van Gogh's Starry Starry Night, and I love, because I had just gone to see the immersive exhibit in that show, which is, oh my gosh, if you get a chance, hurry, because I think it ends in March. But then Klimt is coming next. I can't wait. So anyway, I put this piece of washi tape down because I was just feeling my Van Gogh, right? And then Tessa sent me something in the mail, and I was like, this totally goes. So just be on the lookout. Do you know what I mean? Cool stuff is everywhere. Oh, Sue, just stick them in your art journal. It'll make you happy. Because then you get to see it and see it and see it, you know? Like I said, I collect weird canceled stamps. This is a movie ticket. You know, I told you, like, the class that I taught, in the heart party class that I taught, I saved the excess paper because I'm gonna make something out of that. I don't know. Anyway. Just be on the lookout. Cool stuff is everywhere. So just know that I will be looking in Puerto Rico for something to bring back that can go in my art journal. I don't know what it's going to be yet, although Lori Hennig suggested a newspaper. Shut it, right? So a newspaper, because it's all in Spanish, so how much fun will that be? And I was thinking if I could find like I would like to find a book. I would especially love to find a dictionary in Spanish. But I found there's this open air free library. And it's free books. And it's just down this section of a road. All of these crates just hold all kinds of books, and they're free. You know how we have those free lending libraries here? Like free libraries, you just take a book. That's what it is there. So I'm super anxious about that. That's exactly what I'm thinking, Jan. And, oh, what a great idea, Diana. Oh, that's a great idea. I have all kinds of ideas about that newspaper. So now I'm just, a magazine, that might be cool too. I'm kind of a cheap date. I don't, the stuff I want is the stuff that most people discard. Let's see. I really want this art sticker or the stamp there. But I don't know. Oh, look at that. I don't know. Let me start fussy cutting this one. I think I'm just gonna do. Oh, Diana, I so am. And then we'll make something out of everything when I get back. Because for me, there's nothing like art journaling. Because it's just free, right? There's no rules. There's no, it's just free expression. Stop it. I'm kind of digging that. What do you guys think? I don't know. Let's cut this out and see what we have to see. Really? So it's snowy. Fascinating. And then these. Oh, I like that with the black border. 5 minutes. How in the world does that happen? That's exactly, yes. Brilliant idea, Jan. Or the other thing that you can do that we talked about, when did we talk about that, Keely? I'm sure you were with me. About, maybe it was in Art Alchemy, which is my next 3-month-long art journaling class. So I taught some background papers, and one of the topics was journaling if you don't want anyone else to read it. And so if you want to check that out, it's going on right now. It's $25 for 3 months of art journaling. There's so many cool things that you can do. Just so many. I don't know. Kind of like this next to this. That's kind of nice, isn't it? And then who knows what I could do over here, right? Oh, brilliant idea, Nancy. Yeah, so the January class is actually January, February, March, and then we'll start again in April, May, June, and then July, August, September, and then October, November, December. I really like this here because we have pink, 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 right? So do you remember your rules of, this is kind of crooked. Your rules of design, nice visual triangles. And it doesn't have to be an exact visual triangle. Do you know what I mean? You just want your eye to, land on it in a pleasing way, right? So let's do the same thing here. We're gonna put our glue, get a bunch of glue in the middle, right? And then go all the way to the edge. I know I love art glitter glue. It's just kind of tricky because they don't ship in the wintertime. So I have a giant, I mean, it's made right here in Arizona, so I could drive up north to Cottonwood and go there and get some. But I like to try, But my local store, Scraps of Love, had a big bottle. And so I just keep refilling this bottle with the big bottle. So I really want to try and tuck this under just ever so slightly. Really smush it down, smush, smush, smush. It is all about balance, isn't it? It is, Diana. I'm telling you, the other day, on Tuesday, I was, after class, I couldn't stop creating on the Grant Wood piece. And so I had Steely Dan just blasting, and I was just creating away. Oh, it was fabulous. Wipe that off. A little bit of excess glue. And then the Go-Go's. I love the Go-Go's. Oh, I love it. I love that it just keeps growing and growing and growing. I'm telling you, no static at all. Okay. So, I guess it's probably time to go. It's 2 minutes past time to go. Big surprise. So anyway, everybody, it is Art Glitter Glue. So Carol, the Art Glitter store is in Cottonwood. You live here in Arizona. It's in Cottonwood, but you can get it at local stores. It's hard to get in the winter because they don't ship it because it freezes. So you might have to take a little drive up to Cottonwood. And that store is full of funky glitters. So that might be something fun to do too. Anywho, everybody have an amazing Thursday. I hope that you go out and make all kinds of cool art and, you know, get as creative as you can. I adore you all, and I'm ever so grateful. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for supporting my small business. Thank you for supporting me being a working artist. And thanks for watching. I adore you all. Bye.